Hello. Here, let me fix this. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. Sure, there we go. Good morning. Okay, I'm gonna wait for people to come on. So if you can hear me and see me okay, if you could just write and say hi. Love to start hearing from you. We're gonna start in about 3 minutes. Hi, Lenka. Hi, Emily. Chandra, hello. I know it's been a while, huh? Hi, Petra, Rebecca, Kieran Rose. Hello. I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Anuradha. So please excuse me if I butcher your name. Hi, Mean. So today, hi, Erin. Today we are going to be doing a lower body, low impact routine. It is easier on the joints. You're still gonna feel your heart rate go up a little bit, be based on the flow. We're gonna start standing, then we'll make our way down to the floor. So we'll do some focused work. We're gonna finish with some abs. Hi, Kuba. That's Lenka's son, hello. Thank you, Chrissy. I'm happy to be here. All right, so we're gonna get started soon here, 2 minutes. So as you guys know, I do a little bit of a warm up first. This is a quick 30 minutes. So I'm gonna do a warm up and then we'll get into it. I am good. Someone just asked how I'm doing. I'm really good. I've still been recovering from my knee injury, but I'm really good. Thank you for asking. My stepdaughter had started school last week, so we're back to the grind. Thank you, Daniela. Thank you for joining me from Brazil. That's awesome. And from Greece, Mary, I see you. And Kavita, thank you. All right, so we'll start in 1 minute. No equipment today. Shoes are optional. Just make sure there's nothing around you. Just make sure there's, hi. Just make sure there's nothing around you that you could bump into. I do recommend a mat. Thank you, Julia. Good to see you. Okay. Let me get this started. Yes. All right, so I'm about to start the clock. Let me just set this up. So you'll have to excuse me, you guys. I'm a little rusty with these with these live classes, so if I seem a little out of sorts, I just have to get back into it. All right, so I'm a little nervous. Okay, let's do this. So as you guys know, I don't play any music. This is the time to set your playlist. Take your legs wide, knees soft, and we're gonna begin with 4 big, deep breaths. You ready? All right, here we go. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, rise. Exhale down. 2 more. One more. Take it up, bring the hands to prayer at your heart, close your eyes, set your intention for this class. How do you want to feel? What do you want to accomplish? All right, from here, take your arms out to the side. You're going to reach down to the opposite foot and back up. Be very gentle on your body here. If you can't reach down to the foot, you're gonna reach to the knee, right? You're just trying to get that rotation. You're trying to get that opening through the back of the leg and the inner thighs. One more time each side. And then from here, side lunge. Hands can be on the hips, keeping your chest open. Now we're gonna come back to this lunge in the routine. So you wanna make sure that you're getting your form here. You're back into your heels. You're making sure that your knees are not going over your toes. And keeping your chest up, looking towards me. Pressing into those heels. Now see if you can get a little bit lower into it. 5 seconds. And come to stand. Walk your feet in a little bit closer. As you go for a squat, taking the arms up over the head and then back up. You're gonna see this again during the routine, so great time to practice. Going back into the heels. The arms go up to the ears. If that doesn't feel good for your back, bring your hands to prayer and just do the squats. And breathe. One more. Good. Now I want you to hold this squat down. Bring your hands to prayer. You're pushing your hands in towards each other so the shoulders go back. Lift one heel up, pushing into all the toes, and then switch. Switch. So notice that I'm not bouncing. I'm just warming up my ankles, warming up my calves. You're going to start to feel your heart rate go up. See if you can get even lower. 5. And then just to focus and balance our bodies, lift both heels up. See if you can hold that there. See if you can get both arms up. See if you can get a little bit lower. Keep those heels up. You got it. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Hands in a genie position. Start to lift your arms up. So we're loosening up the hips here. Continue the knee lift, but arms up to the sky. So that helps to raise the heart rate a little bit. Now, whichever knee is up, I want you to twist, twist, and twist. So when the knee rises, you twist to that side, working through the waist. Last thing here, kick your butt, arms open. So you're getting this nice chest opener as I'm going to turn to the side as you kick your butt. Flex your feet. Last 10 seconds and then we'll begin. 5 seconds. And good, settle. So we're going to begin in that chair pose. Your feet are hip width apart. When you go down into your chair, your arms go up, hands to the floor, straighten the legs, squat, arms up, stand. Don't worry if it's a little confusing, I'm going to be doing it with you. But let's practice one time before we begin. Squat, arms up, hands to the floor, straighten, squat, arms up, stand. Ready? Let's go. Squat, hands to the floor, straighten, squat, arms up, stand. Squat, hands, straighten. Squat, arms up, stand. One more time, and then I won't cue you. Squat, arms up, keep going. Press into those heels. Make sure the knees are not going in front of those toes. Keeping your abs pulled in tight. Fifteen seconds. Complete one more. And come to stand. Now feel free to do the same leg. I'm going to take my left leg back behind me into a lunge position. Find that. Feet are hip width apart. And bend the back knee down. Make sure the knee is not going over the toes. And then stand up, keeping the leg there. Pulling the arms down as the knee comes down to the floor and up. Down and up. Keep going. I'm going to turn back to the side. So you're bending through that back knee. Opening your chest up, pulling those elbows down to the hips. Make sure you're breathing. Ten seconds. And then get ready for that hold. And last one, I want you to hold this here, bring your hands to prayer. You're going to pulse that front leg twice. 1, 2, and then twist over that front leg back to center. Pulse 1, 2, hold, twist, pulse. So you're only twisting, keep going, over your front leg. So down, down, twist. Woo! Keep it going. Push the palms of your hands in towards each other. I know you're feeling it. 10 seconds. Last one. Straighten out the back leg, arms up, hold. Now stay with me. You're still in this low lunge. Back leg is straight, arms up. From just your upper body, hinge forward and back up. Hinge forward and back up. Just from that waist, keep your arms right by your ears, working that upper back at the same time that you're working the legs. 5 seconds. And from here, hands to the floor. Step back into a plank position. So in your plank, your shoulders are right over your wrists. You're going to take your hips up and back into a downward dog. Taking that same leg that was forward, the right leg, kick it up, drop it down into a plank. Kick it, drop into your plank. Now, if this doesn't feel good for your wrists, drop the opposite knee down and just kick that leg up for me. You can also do it on your forearms. Whatever feels right for you. Really squeeze the glute at the top. Pull the abs in as you drive it forward. Here we go, 10. Get ready to hold that plank. Ready? Hold your plank. Exhale, draw that same knee in. Exhale, draw it in. Same idea. If you need the modification, the knee is down. You're just tucking that knee in. You're still going to feel those lower abs. Breathe. Shoulders right over those wrists. Keeping that body strong. 5 seconds. Good. Downward dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Get the stretch through the back of the legs. Soften the knees, roll yourself up. The same leg that was forward is the same leg that we're going to be stepping out with. So that was my right leg, so I'm doing it with my right. From here, I'm going to step out into that lunge. Side lunge. Remember this one in the warm-up? Step in, and then curtsy as you step back, reach down to the toes, and back up. Let's go for it. Side lunge. step back to curtsy. So you'll see my right leg goes out, my left hand goes down to the toes. I come back up. As I step back with that right leg, my right hand goes down to the toes. So opposite hand to opposite foot. Now, same concept across the board. You've heard me say it already a few times. Make sure the knee is right over that heel. Keep the energy in the heel. Keeping your chest up, even when you're getting low. Now, as far as the curtsy lunge goes, you're stepping back like you're curtsying to a queen. And 10. 5. Let's go for one more. And come to stand. Now, if it was the right leg that was forward, it's now going to be my right leg that stays stationary. So come down into a mini chair pose. The opposite leg steps out 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to stand. That leg extends forward 5 times. And keep going like that. Get low into the squat, step it out. Then come to stand, balance, kick it. Oh, and I just lost my balance. It's like every time I tell myself to do something, I do the opposite. And good, again. Back in the heel. Stand, balance, squeeze the glute, extend. You're squeezing your quad off your knee when you're going for those quad kicks. Let's go one more. Come to stand, and 5, kick. 4, can you get higher? 3, 2, 1, and relax. If you need water, you have a 30-second break. We're gonna go right back to it, but just on the other side. So to prep you again, we go squat, hands down, straighten, squat, arms up, stand. All right? How are we feeling? Oh, good, good, good. All right, 10 seconds. If you want to get right into it, go for it. Don't let me stop you. In 5. Ready? And go. Squat, hands down. Straighten. Squat, arms up, stand. Stretch it out. This combines strength and stretching. Again, feet are about hip width apart, maybe a little wider. In 5. And stand. Stepping the right leg back into a lunge position. Arms up as the knee goes down, arms go wide. Go for it. You're initiating by bending the back knee, which will force the front leg to bend. Opening up that chest. Abs pulled in tight. "20 seconds. Woo! In 8. Now on this next one, you hold it down, hands to prayer. You pulse twice. 1, 2, stay low, twist. 1, 2, twist. Shoulders back, press your hands into each other. So watch that back heel. Try to keep that back heel right over the balls of your feet. Oh my gosh. 10 seconds. Remember, we're holding it.
One more. Come back to center, arms up, back leg straight, hinging from your waist, forward, and back up. Hey, forward, and up. Push into that heel. Abs up. Arms stay right by your ears. You got it, 8 seconds. Last one, hands to the floor. Step back into your plank, downward dog. That leg kicks up, drop it down into the plank. Kick it up. Once again for modified, the knee is down. You can kick the leg up. Option to come down onto your forearms. You're still getting glute in the work. Working the glute. It's the opposite today. Shoulders right over those wrists. Push into those hands. Push that floor away. Coming up, you're going to hold that plank. In 3, 2, 1. Hold the plank. Exhale, drive that knee in. Keep the butt low. Try not to lift it up. Draw your chest forward. Shoulder blades down your back. Keep it going. Give me 2 more. And downward dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Hamstring stretch. Soften your knees, roll it up. I'm going to come to the other side of the mat. Because my left leg was forward, it's my left leg that now steps out. Side lunge to curtsy. You ready? Let's go. I'm going to step a little forward off my mat so I have no more room. And curtsy, going at a diagonal, reach down. So you'll see there's this subtle rotation in the waist, right? Waist twist, waist twist. How you feeling? Oh, me? I'm feeling good, thanks for asking. You know, just talking into a camera. Ten seconds. 5. So let's finish here. Let's complete this one. So step back into that curtsy. And very good. Now, the left leg is the one that stepped out, so that's the one that's now stationary. You can have your hands on your hips. 5 steps, go. 5 tap. Come to stand, squeeze the butt, extend for 5. And then just repeat that. So you're trying to get low, keep it back in the heel, really keep it in that standing leg as you're doing that side steps. And then you push into that heel to stand. And then this leg, you're trying to get high, but you're really focusing on squeezing the quad up off the knee. And keep repeating. Shoulders back. Let's go for one more. One more kick, and drop it down. Come on down to the floor, onto your hands and your knees. Now, if you need a little bit more protection for your knees, you're gonna fold up your yoga mat. So we are gonna start with your right leg on all fours. Shoulders right over your wrist. If that does not feel good for you, you're down here on your forearms. Starting with that right leg, extend it straight back behind you. Flex the foot, hamstring curls. Curl into the butt and extend. Now here's the deal with these. The knee is gonna wanna drop as you curl in. You're doing everything you can to try to keep that knee up without sacrificing in your lower back. So your lower abs are pulled up. You're lifting out of your shoulders as you curl. Those of you who want a little bit more advancement, you're going to take your opposite arm, take it behind your back, lift out of those shoulders as you curl. With your hand on your lower back, can you make sure that you're not sinking into it, that there's not a divot, that it feels relatively flat? Option to keep that hand behind your back, flex foot, pulse it up. Now this is a little pulse. You can also choose to take the arm back down to give it a little bit of a rest. What's interesting about this move is it's so simple, but if done right, extremely difficult. So I want you to think about the bottom of your butt. And then I want you to pinch that area every time you lift the leg. And a little mental note, think of lifting from your inner thigh lift. 10 seconds. Now keep going. I'm just going to turn so you have a better view of me with the camera. Keep going. Now hold it up. Open the knee out to the side. Come down onto your opposite forearm. So see how I'm open here? And then extend the legs straight. So my hip is open. I sweep it out to the side and back. Sweep it out to the side and back. Now if that does not feel good for your hips, you're going to come down onto your side and do the same exact move. Sweep it forward and back. Keep going at your own pace. You're trying to keep your leg, hip height, maybe just a little lower. You'll see mine's a little lower. You want to keep that stabilization in the abs. Five seconds, we have one more thing. Hold it there, hold it back. Open up the hip so the foot is parallel to the floor, the bottom foot. Go take it down, kick it up. So I'm still working in my outer thigh here. My supporting hip is feeling some of it. My abs are really engaged, so I'm not sacrificing anywhere. "20 seconds. Last 10. Give me one more. And quick child's pose if that feels good for your body. Knees wide, arms extended forward. And get ready for round 2. I'm going to fold up my mat again. All right. So if you want to start already with that opposite arm behind your back, feel free. Extend the opposite leg, hamstring curls. Sometimes what helps me, this is my injured leg, is I'll actually tap the area to tell my body to turn that on. Good. Now reminder, the lower abs are pulled up. Imagine as though I have this humongous 80s belt wrapped around your stomach, and I'm drawing it up as you go for these curls. Feel the shoulder blades plug down the back. Coming up, hold the curl, little pulses up. Option to take both hands down. I'm going to do that because that's what my body needs today. Squeeze. Now, the tendency is to sink into that opposing hip. Try to stay more towards the side, so pushing into your left hand more. Little pulse. Focus on that glute. I am sweating. Anybody else? 15 seconds. 10. 9. On this next one, hold it up, open the knee out, come down onto the opposite elbow. You extend the leg out, draw up in the hips, in the abs, excuse me, draw up in the abs. Sweep the leg to the side and back. Sweep. Now you'll notice that I'm not dropping into my chest when I do it. I stay lifted as I go for it. Remember, option to modify is to come down onto your side and go forward and back. Just keep the leg hip height. Try not to let, same principle, don't let any part of your body move from the hips up. One more thing coming up. Then we go into some abs. But Kit, isn't this working your abs? Why, yes. I'm so glad you noticed. You should feel those obliques working. 5 seconds. Now here, open the hip up so the foot is parallel. Right, the inside foot down, kick it up. And again, the tendency is just to sink into that opposing hip. Can you stay as centered as possible? Use that left hand, push it into the floor. Draw up through those abs. You have 20 seconds. Breathe. Now, be deliberate here. Think about the muscles. Squeeze the outer thigh. Notice what happens when you actually think about it versus if you let your mind wander. Squeeze it on the up. Go in 5. Last one, and relax. Quick child's pose. I'm going to take this out. Knees wide, arms extended. Take a little breather. All right, coming down onto your back. So from here, you want to make sure that you have the shoulders relaxed, your legs are bent to start, you have this already engagement of your abs, and then lift one leg up. And then see if you can lift the other leg up without moving or rotating your pelvis at all. Now hold that. So here, you don't want to press your lower, see what I just did? I tucked and pressed my lower back in. I actually want to keep, think of like the size of a pea right underneath your lower back. So there's just this tiny little space there. And then your ribs are closed in, abs are strong. One heel dips down, bring it back up, and then switch. And the goal here is to not move your pelvis at all. You go down, up. And what you should feel is this engagement below the belly button, right around your hip points. Draw in. Now, this is just a warm-up for those abs. You're going to do one more each, just so you can feel that stability, and then hold it there. Now you're going to take your hands and cross them like an X, and place them onto the front of your thighs. And from there, you're going to lift your upper body and hold. Obviously, option to keep your head down if that feels better for your neck. And from here, I want you to push your hands and legs in towards each other. Go 1, 2, 3, and then release, open out into an X with the arms and the legs. And then draw it back in, cross the hands. Push, 1, 2, 3, open, and cross. Push, 1, 2, 3, open, and cross. Now, if your head is down, it looks like this. Push, 1, 2, 3, open, and cross. Keep going. Let me give you another modification if needed. You can just do one leg extending, the other leg drops, and bring it back in. Push, 1, 2, 3, one leg drops, the other leg extends. Go with whatever feels right for you. Eight seconds, that should give us about 2 more here. Let's go one more. And relax. Now, taking your legs up into a diamond shape. So, the knees open, the soles of the feet are together. We only have 2 more moves here and then we stretch. Hands by your side. The legs are going to go down When they come up, pelvic lift. And keep going. Down, lift, up. If it feels better for your body to have your hands underneath your butt, that is absolutely okay. The goal eventually is to have your hands down by your side. Another option, hands behind your head in a crunch position. If you are in that crunch, keep space between your chin and your chest. 8 seconds. Give me one more. And relax. Finishing here. I want you to take your left leg up. So just do what I say because it's easier with the opposite elbow. So left leg up, right elbow to that knee. Can you get that to touch? So the knee may have to draw in more, and that's okay. Now, if this feels hard enough for your abs, you stay here. Otherwise, the opposite leg extends out. While squeezing into this knee, draw the leg in and extend it. Inhale, exhale. So you'll notice, I just kind of did it. My top leg is flexed, my bottom leg is pointed or neutral. 5 seconds, and then we switch to the other side. Here we go, switch to the other side, and go. Keeping that chin off your chest, really push that elbow into that knee. I just confused myself with my foot. Keep going, I'm just checking the clock. 10 seconds. Last 3, 2, 1, you're done. Rock side to side on your spine. For those of you that are still with me, excellent work today. Carefully come on up for me. All right. Taking one leg out to the side. So this would be my right leg. To you, it probably looks like my left. And then fold the other leg in. Reach for the toes. Reach up and over to stretch out the back and the leg. And close the body towards the chest as you reach. And come on up, let's switch to the other side. Opening up that side body, breathing into it. And then close the body. Coming up, from here, have your hands behind you with your legs bent, like so. Lift and open your chest as you drop the knees to one side of the body. Slowly bring that back up and switch to the other side, opening the chest, allowing those knees to drop. Soles of your feet come together. Grab onto your feet, lift your chest up, and then drop your chest down, stretching out those inner thighs. And extending the legs forward, arms up, inhale, exhale, reach for the toes. If you cannot touch the toes, reaching for your shins, you can grab underneath with your calves to help draw your chest down. I'm less concerned with how much your chest gets to your legs. It's just more about that stretch that you feel through the back of the leg. Try to elongate your spine as much as you can before you draw the chest down. And then slowly release. Come to sit in a cross-legged, whichever way feels comfortable for you. And then from here, 3 big deep breaths to close this out. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, arms come up, palms come together. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And let's finish with concentration, with focus, with intention. Closing your eyes silently to yourself. Name one goal that you have for your day, silently to yourself. Holding on to that goal, silently to yourself, express gratitude for one thing you are grateful for in your life. Open your eyes, place your hands onto your heart. Take that energy with you, whether it's going to bed or throughout the day. My name is Kit Rich. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this routine, I have tons on my YouTube site, and I'm just so happy to be back. Please check my Instagram, only Kit Rich, or KICHGO for next week's live class. Thank you. Woo, I am sweaty. Ugh. I am so sweaty. Let me come in. Let me see. Hi. Thank you for joining. So I'm coming into my YouTube to see if anybody has any questions for me about form. All right. Oh, thanks, Anne. Thank you. Yeah, she killed it. She won the championship. Thank you, guys. Any questions about form? Thank you, Kati. Mean, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you got confused with the legs. I wish I could help you. If you could explain a little bit more, it might be if you do the video again, you might find that it might be a little less confusing. Sometimes that happens the first time you're trying something out. Oh, Alexandra, I'm sorry to hear about your toe. That's actually super painful and it's hard to balance. People don't realize that when you break your toe, it's super hard to balance. Oh, thank you, Chelsea. I'm sorry about your injury as well. I hope you get better. Honor your body. If some of these moves don't work for you, I showed as many modifications as I could think when I was doing it. Gina, thank you. Does anybody else have any more questions? All right, it doesn't look like any more questions. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, check back on Instagram to know when I'm going to be doing my live next week. And I hope you have a fabulous day. Thanks for joining.